Fly, Eagles, fly. Philadelphia down the dastardly Chiefs in Super Bowl LIX. Liverpool and Glasgow Rangers crashed out of their respective domestic cup competitions, and we'll tell you why the biggest basketball trade of all time is looking like a bust and a bit of a scam. Welcome to Blockchain Sports weekly sports news roundup. And the world missed out on the engagement of the year. No, not talking about Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson. Yes, well, that's apparently a thing. But in failing to win a 3 in a row meant that Travis Kelce didn't propose to Taylor Swift on Sunday night in New Orleans. Not to worry, Taylor, plenty more fish in the sea, and I've heard that Jude Bellingham is single. Just saying. Okay, a few small Super Bowl facts later in the show, but first, the shocking results in the oldest football competition in the world. Top of the Premier League, Liverpool were destroyed by bottom of the Championship Plymouth Argyle 1-0 and faced the realisation of winning just the EPL this season with their upcoming losses in the Champions League and Carabao Cup pretty much nailed down. Everton, Chelsea and Spurs all tumbled out, with Liverpool Millwall the last hope for a London win in the FA Cup. Both Manchester clubs progressed, though not without a nicely manufactured scandal by scandal-hungry English media. Desperate to get Pep Guardiola out of a job, the Spaniard was jumped on for calling Leighton instead of Orient. Pep treated the journalist jibe that they get very defensive about it in these parts with the gravitas it duly deserved. The Man City boss apologised, said he's been offended many times, even by journalists in the same room, but doesn't want to offend others. And while the hack pack tried to drum up outrage, it was pointed out that while Pep praised the local fans and club, the chant from the terrorists, was that you're getting sacked in the morning. Logic lost. Up north in Scotland, New Boys Rangers were pumped 1-0 at home by Queen's Park in a result that sent Scottish social media into ructions. The Spiders, as the visitors are known, wove a web around the Glasgow Giants and condemned them to a season devoid of any silverware. Making it worse for the men in blue is that rivals Celtic are going for a domestic treble. Shocks could be our show's sole theme today, especially in the French Cup. Two fourth-tier teams, Caen and Stade Briochin, progressed into the quarter-finals, with the latter handed a dream home tie with PSG. Allez Breton. Speaking of PSG, Kvicha'S bagged his first goal for the club, making Man U fans cry into whatever people in Ireland eat, while discarded talisman Anthony got onto the Real Betis score sheet right away. Maybe it wasn't just about the players. The Madrid derby ended in a boring 1-1, but Barcelona's 4-1 win in Sevilla means the Catalans close to within 2 points of Real and 1 of Atletico, meaning their fans are now confident of that third place finish. Okay, now here is where we've got to point something out. We predicted a Wales Six Nations defeat in Rome, and yes, we got it right. Again, it gets a bit harder. Ireland go to Scotland, England host France, and Wales go to lose in Rome. And you can add that one to our successes in predicting transfers and, of course, the Man City catastrophe. In other rugby news, England bested France in the game of the tournament. Ireland down Scotland and are the only one side who can now win a Grand Slam. That means that they win all their 5 games in rugby's Blue Ribbon event. And now we've got some news given to us by our Blockchain Sports Analytics department that the biggest, the best, the super duper wonderful, life-altering, game-changing basketball trade of last week is, as we also pointed out, a massive con job. Antonio Davis's Dallas debut was cut short by injury. He eased off the court after a solid intro, with fans questioning the signing of a 31-year-old injury-prone player after some inside the Mavericks admin questioned the intentions of the new club owners. Rumour has it that they are looking to follow the lead of baseball's Oakland A's and football's LA Raiders in moving to Las Vegas. Remember this moment. Right, our experts here at Blockchain Sports Towers have given us some good stuff to end off on a high note with. A few Super Bowl fun facts. $8 million for a 30-second advert during the game, 1.3 billion litres of beer drunk between Friday and Sunday in the US alone. The average ticket price, $10,621. The average hotel room cost in New Orleans, $650 per night. And the Taylor Swift effect was, well, in effect, with over 45% of all viewers being female. And finally, over 200 million people tuned in across 180 countries in the globe for the game. So, we're ending off on that. So, is there anything we missed out on? Is there any news you want us to dive into or to dig up? Just shout out in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed the show, remember to like, share, and of course, subscribe to our channel. And that little bell thing, it's handy, because when the new videos hit our channel, you'll get them first. See you next week for some more blockchain sports news.